All right, well, thank you for joining me back here for a monologue Monday. But anyways, I just got a shipment in today and I decided I should talk about reasonings for this item and how it's gonna keep your legs attached to your body. So stick around. Okay, so what I've got in the box is a bell housing for the Crossfire. And we're going to get into reasonings why, if you're going to run a car hard, you're going to want a good bell housing. Okay, so anyways, we got ourselves our bell housing box. And here's one of the pieces. This is going to be the block saver. It's probably an 1/8 inch thick piece of steel that bolts onto the back of your block. Very important. Even more so important for people with aluminum blocks. And then right down here, we got some hardware. We get into the meat of the beast right on here. So what we have here is a QuickTime LS to T56 bell housing. It's made from really thick steel, and let's see if we can get a good, yeah, you can see how thick. It's a little bit on the heavy side too, but you can see how thick the actual bell housing piece is. That is probably, I would probably guess, about 3/16 inch steel. Like, that's quite a bit thicker than a lot of stuff. Like, that's probably actually just as thick as the bumper on one of my trucks. And then this guy here, shoot, that's probably what? 3/8 inch. Then an easy 1/4 inch on this flange. But the slight difference is I got a low profile. So if you look at the bottom, you can kind of see this area where it's kind of cut away. It's essentially the same SFI blow-proof bell housing, but for the most part, when you get that low profile for low riding cars, which Crossfire might not be as low riding to require it, but I just want to get a little extra clearance just in case I have to lower the transmission in the tunnel. I don't need to be dragging on stuff. So essentially, by removing that flange, it kills off the SFI rating. But it is still the exact same bell housing as the SFI. So worst case scenario, if you blow a clutch, your parts will just blow out the bottom. The rest of the stuff will keep you protected, and quite frankly, that's all I'm after. And also on the upside, it's about $100 cheaper than the actual SFI one. Now the real interesting point is right down here. I actually received an SFI certification with the bell housing. Now I'm not too sure if that's actually valid or what it is, but it's there, so who knows. But from all my research, this isn't SFI approved. But anyways, The real reason you want to have something nice like this is, imagine spinning a clutch or a flywheel, zinging that thing at 8,000 RPMs, and then have it split apart. The amount of force that's being produced, I could probably sit down and do all the measurements and the calculations and come up with the exact force, but I don't really care. All that I know is that if it lets loose and you have a stock aluminum bell housing, those parts will pass straight through the bell housing, straight through the floor of your car, and in some cases, it'll take a leg or even your life. So, for essentially what comes out to be $200 more than a stock aluminum style, you can get one of these heavy duty steel. And yeah. Honestly, I don't know why a lot of people don't use more of these in drag racing. I mean, last I checked, Cletus on Leroy still runs the aluminum that they cut the crap out of to make room for the hydraulic pieces, and he's going pretty darn quick for what he's got. I'm surprised they don't require him to have more of a blow-proof style, but I don't know, maybe he actually has one at the later time and we don't see it, but last I saw they replaced a cracked one and it's still an aluminum one. That's the main gist of this. If you look around on YouTube, I'll quickly throw up a couple clips here. This one is of an RX-7 at, I think it's a Australian burnout contest type of thing, and you can see the flywheel split apart and blast through the hood. And then this next one is, what is it, a Firebird? Trans Am? Yeah, Trans Am or whatever. Anyways, one of those WS6 body things, but you can see what happens when that guy sends his smoking through. That one actually broke the back of the engine block. His was an aluminum, and that's what this big heavy duty piece here would protect, so it doesn't split your block apart. It holds things firmly and keeps them from running away on you. But this is stage one, and later on in the week I should get the next half of this thing, and we'll have another special video for that as well.